So apparently they're going to do a Street Fighter movie again. Been a while. Um, I saw this the other day, and I was actually very impressed by the casting choices for this. So that actually got me pretty excited about it. I probably wouldn't have thought too much about a another Street Fighter movie. I wouldn't have been looking forward to it, but when I saw the castings, I was actually very much looking forward to it at that point. And we seem to be going the way of video game movies now. We have the a second Super Mario Brothers movie coming. We have a Legend of Zelda movie coming. Street Fighter. I think there may have been another Silent Hill movie too that went direct to streaming. So video game movies seem to be moving to the forefront here, and I think it's because superhero movies are really starting to fall off. People are getting tired of the bad writing in those. So if the writing on this is anything like the casting, then this is actually going to be something really really fun to look forward to. So let's jump into this little teaser trailer here we have and see what we're dealing with. I mean, these people look the part. They look the part. And we're not getting much to look at. It's just giving us a quick peek at the characters. This is just a teaser trailer. This movie isn't coming until October of 2026. So that was the one that caught me the most off guard. I'm going to go through all these characters, but seeing Volkanovski in here, UFC champion, was pretty cool. He's one of my favorite fighters, so I got pretty pumped when I saw him. But we'll talk about him individually after. You got Eric Andre hiding in there, and the fight choreography looks pretty good from what they're showing us. And they even got the car smashing scene in there from or the little the side game from Street Fighter 2, which is about where ooh, excuse me, smacking the microphone because I'm getting so excited here. But that's about the extent of my Street Fighter knowledge. That's back when I played was Street Fighter 2, and they did like a million different versions of that. They did the Turbo, the Tournament Edition, all that. That's back when I could hold my own at that game. I know they've done several since, and if I go to like One Up Arcade or something, they still have Street Fighter 2 there, and I'm serviceable. But anything newer than that, I'm gonna get smoked. But anyway, let's come over here and look at these actors who are playing these characters. So Andrew Koji is Ryu. I'm not familiar with him, but looks the part. Dude is jacked, and from what we saw, the fighting in the little preview there, he's going to do a good job. Noah Centineo as Ken. I'm not too familiar with him. He doesn't look as much like Ken in the games, but I'm willing to let it slide. They got the ripped off sleeves and the blonde hair. That'll work. That'll work. He looks the part. This one was probably one of the ones I was the most excited about. Chun-Li, who is this? Kalina Liang. She that's spot on. You can't cast any better than that. Yeah, she's going to do a really good job in that. I'm not sure what she's done before. Let's see. Design is pretty iconic. Yes, definitely. The leggings, high boots, and her having her hair in a bun so as to not get it all on her face when she does her spinning bird kicks by not messing with the fashion formula too much, aside from the rhinestones that don't really add much beyond texture to the fit. Kalina Liang gets a pass. Yeah, she looks great. I'd say more than a pass. I think this is a perfect casting choice. Hair, all that. Looks good. Looks good. Cody Rhodes as Guile. What an interesting choice. Looks the part. Got the hair down. Cody Rhodes is going to make people watch too. People are very familiar with him. People love that guy. Yeah, he's going to do a great job. Let's see. Orville Peck as Vega. The costume looks good. You don't see the face, so it's not that big of a deal. So we don't know how much of a match we have under there from the games. Sometimes that mask will break back from the Street Fighter days. So yeah, man, we'll see if that happens in the movie, but costume looks cool. Let's see what this person thinks. What is this? Gizmodo. Let's see what Gizmodo thinks. Of all the character portraits revealed, Vega is the only one I wish they'd gone, well, hornier with. Strange comment, but when I think of Vega, I think of a vain Spanish asshole who can't help but peacock out and show off the snake tattoo that wraps around his chest. Yeah, I remember that tattoo. I guess that makes sense. What's with the full body suit, buddy? Was it cold? Are you not committed to the bit? The fact that Orville Peck's persona also wears a mask is pretty galaxy brain casting on the whole. But this Vega isn't giving. It's too safe. Orville Peck, it pains me to say, but you fail. You got the claw on the mask. I think it's fine. I'm not too worried about that one. This guy wanted more horniness to it. I don't know what that means, but it's fine. Weird one. 50 Cent as Balrog. But he looks cool. He looks cool. I did not expect to see this guy end up in a Street Fighter movie. But I think that's going to work really well. Plus, he's been pretty high profile lately. All of his attacks on Diddy keeps him relevant. So this is going to probably bring in some more eyes for people wanting to see him play this role too. But yeah, let's see here. First saw this poster, I cackled. Yeah, I get it. It is a funny look for him, considering we're used to this guy not having hair, wearing a hat. So it looks good though. I like it. I buy this one. This is a good casting. Jason Momoa as Blanca. Yeah, this guy, they're putting him in like roles playing barbarians lately. He's going to be in Supergirl as Lobo. Now he's playing Blanca as in this movie. Good casting choice. This guy, he's designed to play just rough looking, just caveman looking people. He's going to do good in that. Let's see here. Buuuut Jamwal is Dalsim. Looks the part. I don't know who this guy is. Never heard of him. He looks like him though. I want to see how the stretching effect works with this guy. That's going to be what I'm excited to see. And it should be pretty easy to do these days. I know they didn't do too much with him in the previous movies because you really couldn't back then, but now it should be very easy to accommodate his moves with CGI and such. So let's see. Olivier Richters is Zangief. He looks the part. Big old hairy chest, Russian dude. And you can see in the preview we saw, he actually did the special spinning pile driver move. He did it walking across the ground. He didn't do it airborne like in the game, but it looked cool. I bought it. I knew exactly what they were going for. So I think this is a great casting here. This guy looks the part. Looks great. Hiroki Goto as E Honda. Perfect. He looks just like him. I want to see the quick hands move that he does though. That's also going to look sharp. And it looks like they're going to go for a lot of that stuff in this movie. You saw a lot of the spinning kicks from I think it might have been Ryu that did it. Him or Ken, one of them did it. So they're going game accurate in this, which looks cool. I think if you give people what they see, if you're adapting something from a game or a comic book, give us what we see and loved in those mediums, and we're going to love it on screen. Doesn't matter if it doesn't look great. Doesn't matter if it looks cheesy. We like that stuff from these. We like that. David Dasmalchian is M. Bison. So I had a little trouble with this one. If I'm being picky, I mean, he looks in the face. He looks just like him. Great casting in the face. I wish they'd have put like a suit on him underneath the costume to make him look a little bigger. But otherwise, he looks the part. And this guy, he really gets into roles. He ended up being a very good actor. So I actually have faith in him in this role. He'll do a good job. He gets really into whatever role he's playing, and he's versatile. So let's see. So yeah, they gave him a pass also, which I agree with. Roman Reigns is Akuma, also going to bring in eyes. People are going to want to see him in this role. Looks great. Looks fantastic. What a good choice. They're bringing in some crossover appeal with these castings. Andrew Schultz as Dan Hibiki. So Dan is one I'm not too familiar with, but I believe from what I saw beforehand, he usually has the same type of garb as Ken and Ryu. They have him in a suit here, so I don't know how that's going to work, but I imagine he's just going to be in this movie to be a bleeder. He's going to be in there to get beat up and probably out of the movie quickly. So not too big of a deal. People like Andrew Schultz, people want to see him. They'll watch. Eric Andre, Don Savage. My understanding is he's an announcer on the game, and that's what he's doing here. He's got his bullhorn. Eric Andre, known for being an insane person on the Eric Andre show. So yeah, I imagine he's just going to come in and act insane. He'll be himself. Eric Andre will play himself, and he will be entertaining. So that's going to work. Good casting. Let's see. Mel Jarnson as Cammy. God, she is stunning, super beautiful. But if you are familiar with Cammy, that is not the suit we are accustomed to. Looks good. It's got some weird fluff on it in some of the angles that aren't super. I don't know. That kind of draw the eye to the costume in an annoying way, but she looks cool. We don't have the usual hat that she's got on. The costume is pretty substantially different. I'm sure a lot of people are going to regret we didn't get the other one, but she looks good. She looks the part. She looks like the actress, so we'll take it. Oh, we look down here though. So they're calling her a fail. I wouldn't go that far. I think costume change could fix that, but I think regardless, she's going to do good. Julie. So I'm not too familiar with Julie. She must be from one of the later games. But this character looks cool. I like the costume. I'll have to learn a little bit more about Julie as we get into that movie there. Maybe might even have to play one of the newer games just to familiarize a little bit. So, but Julie, she looks cool. Let's see what they say. They gave her a pass. So these guys who are more familiar with this Julie character, they say she's good to go. So I'll co-sign that. I'm gonna say she's good to go too. Volk, here we go as Joe. So Joe's never been a playable character. He's just going to be there. He's going to be a bleeder too. He's out there to probably lose to one of the main characters and just make it look good. Athletic guy. He's going to have some presence on screen. And UFC fans are going to tune in to see Volkanovski on screen. So more crossover appeal. Great work. Great casting. So, and that is our Volkanovski is the last character they cover. So, I'm very impressed by these castings. They look good. Okay, so final thoughts. The castings again, we thought they looked great. There were a couple that could be slightly improved, and there's time. I mean, even the M. Bison character, the only issue I had with him is just he looks the part, but he's just too small. They can fix that between now and when this movie comes out. They could just throw a suit a fluff suit underneath his costume and make him look a little bigger. Which would be very easy to do, but they may not do it, and I'm still okay with that. He looks in the face, he looks just like him. But yeah, it looks like this is really going to touch on what you see in the game, and that's what people want these days. They don't want people coming in and putting their own personal touch on these stories that everybody loves, or these games that everybody loves, and making them their own. We want to see what is in the game. We want to see what is in the comic. We want to see it on screen. Give it to us exactly how we enjoyed it in those mediums, and we'll be happy. So I think this one's going to do really well, and the more promotional material that comes out, I think people are going to get more excited about it. So I think this one's definitely going to be a win, and I think it's going to fuel more video game movies that we're going to start seeing coming in. So I don't know what kind of storyline we're going to get for this, but can't wait to find out. Thank you for taking a quick look at this little teaser with me today and reviewing these characters. And if you enjoyed what you saw, please make sure and subscribe, and I will see you all on the next one.